Man, oh man, LDWMMAC, it is your boy, the coach, and you're live on the Coach Show Live. Okay, guys, I want to welcome you guys to my Cris Cyborg versus Gabrielle Holloway Afterthoughts. And thank you, guys. I've been getting a lot of really positive response to my Afterthought videos, and they're actually becoming very popular on my channel now. So I really appreciate those of y'all that take the time to listen to my Afterthoughts. Cris Cyborg, Gabrielle Holloway. Okay, Cris Cyborg caught a lot of criticism for getting in a boxing match with Gabrielle Holloway. Gabrielle Holloway don't have any boxing experience. Gabrielle Holloway don't have hands. Gabrielle Holloway isn't that good. Gabrielle Holloway can't do this, can't do that. And you know, all of these concerns were valid. But the thing of it is, this is only Cris Cyborg's second professional fight. And I think people are missing that. This is her second professional fight. And who is she supposed to challenge in this fight? Was she supposed to already be fighting Katie Taylor? Guys, did Cris Cyborg look better in this particular fight? She absolutely did. Okay? I thought she looked better in this fight than she did when she fought Simone de Silva, even though this was only 4 rounds. Did Cris Cyborg look better? You damn right she did. Is she ready for a Katie Taylor? No. Is she ready for somebody like a Cecilia Brackes? No. She's not ready for them. Is she ready for a Jessica McCaskill? Now, I think Cris Cyborg and Jessica McCaskill would be an interesting fight. I think there would be. I think it would actually be a good fight. I just think that Cris is a bit more durable than Cecilia, and I also think Cris got enough power to keep Jessica honest. I thought Cecilia Brackes didn't have the power to really keep Jessica McCaskill honest, and Jessica just kind of walked through Cecilia Brackes' offense like she wasn't even hitting her. Okay. That's what I saw. That's what I saw when I was watching Jessica McCaskill fight Cecilia Brackes. But Cris Cyborg is learning, okay? Cris Cyborg is still MMA heavy. She's still Muay Thai heavy. And that's probably going to change the more she boxes, okay? She's very Muay Thai heavy. And you can tell because her stances, it still looks like she's in an octagon. And, you know, I just think that that's a habit that Cris Cyborg is going to have a difficult time breaking because she's so used to being kicked in the legs that MMA fighters instinctively, they have a shorter stance, okay? Cris Cyborg is going to have to understand now that you can widen your stance and get more power in your punches, okay? You can't do that in an octagon, okay? You can't have a boxing stance in an octagon because somebody going to kick the shit out of your legs is what's going to happen, okay? Cris Cyborg definitely did a good job of walking Gabrielle Holloway down and was delivering some nice, brutal body shots to Gabrielle Holloway. Gabrielle Holloway is ready to go. But I've noticed in boxing that Cris Cyborg is a little bit reluctant of letting her hands go. It's like she won't do it. In an octagon, she will. But inside of a boxing ring, it's almost like she's trying to, you know, pick shots. And although that's welcome because, you know, we like to see people who can box and show the sweet science. We like that. But I think the instinct, the animal instinctiveness in Cris Cyborg is being bottled up. I think that they need to instruct Cris to just let her hands go. Gabrielle Holloway was hurt. Gabrielle Holloway was in no position to win the fight. And Gabrielle Holloway held on for dear life. Had this been a 10-round fight, Cris Cyborg would have knocked Gabrielle Holloway out. Okay? This was only a 4-round fight. Cyborg would have knocked Holloway smooth out. Holloway should have never been in a boxing ring, okay? But these are the type of opponents that Cris Cyborg, she's going to face early on in her career, okay? She's going to do that. That's just what it is, okay? I mean, you know, it's just like, you know, nobody's really saying much about Jake Paul. Jake Paul is facing some of these same type of opponents. He's facing these opponents. And Jake Paul has yet to face a true boxer yet. And when he fought Anderson Silva, I thought he lost, okay? But that's neither here nor there. Cris Cyborg, is she ever going to get to Katie Taylor's level? Maybe not. But will she ever be competitive? I think Cris Cyborg has the skill set. Okay, I think that Cris Cyborg can get to a point to where she can be competitive. I just think Cris, you know, has to move a little bit better inside of a boxing ring. Okay, and I think Cris Cyborg got to know when and where to place her hands. I think Cris can be successful. Will she beat a Katie Taylor? I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure. But will she have a lot of good moments in that fight? You damn right she will. Could she beat a Cecilia Brackers? Maybe in a year. Maybe. Could she beat a Jessica McCaskill? She'd have to outwork Jessica, because I don't think she knocked Jessica out, but she would have to outwork Jessica McCaskill. And if she fought McCaskill, that's going to be a war. It's going to be a bloody war. And Jessica McCaskill isn't going to go away. Jessica McCaskill isn't going to fall because she got hit. Okay? She ain't going to do it. She's going to be right there to be hit. But I think Cris got faster hands than Jessica. But Jessica, she got a chin of solid gold. Gabrielle Holloway. What about Gabby Holloway? Gabrielle Holloway was an average MMA fighter. Okay? She's at the tail end of her career. And Gabrielle Holloway, she needs to go ahead and consider a career change. She needs to consider a career change. She needs to consider trying to do something else. Because I know the body, she wants the body to do what the mind tells it to. But she can no longer do what she wants to do in the sport. She can't do it. Gabrielle Holloway, for all intents and purposes, she didn't even want to be in this fight. She got hurt several times, and many times she was ready to quit. She was ready to quit, and Cris Cyborg, all she had to do was put hands on her. All she had to do was put hands on her. She could have got Gabrielle Holloway out of there. This is a good win for Cris Cyborg. Okay? Cris Cyborg detractors, no, they're not going to give Cris credit for this. She fought Gabrielle. Gabrielle was a bum in MMA. She's a bum in boxing. That's what I've been hearing and reading. But Cris Cyborg, damn, the fuck is that on that lady's face? But Cris Cyborg has been doing every single thing that she's been doing up to this point. She said she had a plan to box. Now, she's not fighting who you want her to fight, but she's fighting in her own time.